Been grinding pretty hard today. I've got the steering column up, but not exactly where it needs to be yet. Finished off that back and all them little holes and everything else. Those are all done. I have the wiring starting to be ran. Still have to get this plug. AC lines are starting to go on. I do believe not going to be able to run this clutch. I think we're going to have to get an electric fan. There's not much room there. You can see, you got to come out past these, so not much room at all for, sorry, bug on my glasses there, but not much room for a radiator AC condenser to go in there. There's actually not a lot of room in this thing for anything. This is your underhood fuse panel. I got it wedged in there right now. Problem is it has to go down past these, which are the actual hood pops on both sides. This side's going to be easier. Only thing it's got over here is the brain, ECM, PCM, whatever. Somebody off of the original wrecked Dakota cut all the headlights, so we'll have to go one by one through those. We're gonna definitely have to get longer power and ground cables for this box, way longer, depending on where it's gonna go. I haven't figured that out yet. Let me see, I got the harness that goes into the cab clicked in its hole, which I'm going to pull it back out because I think you can see it, the line right there. And I'm also going to put a little bit of silicone around that before I push it in, just to make sure it's watertight. I have the heater hoses back on, that's no big deal. This motor hasn't ran in a long time, that's why I'm trying to get it to the point where I can fire it, because, you know, by the time you get everything perfect, and if the motor don't run, then you're back at square one. But yeah, pedals are all there. Right there's where all the wires come through. Bunch of little holes I filled. Still got that back hole. I keep forgetting about that thing down there. The front, I started working on it today, but I only brought some 180 and 220 with me, and it's not cutting through fast enough for my liking. So I'm going to pick up some 80 tomorrow, and I'm also going to get that other bucket ready to go in, just to make sure before I keep smearing on filler over there. I still have work to do on this side too, but it's moving. It's moving now. There's a ton of grounds to hook up. And yeah, definitely got to get bigger battery cables. Not bigger, but longer. Way longer. I don't know, do we have any ends left? Yeah, we got some ends up there on the wall still. But we don't have any, well, we got some battery cable over there too. But I don't know where we're wanting this ran to. We'll ask the owner if he wants it here, if he wants it under the bed in the back. If it's under the bed in the back, that'll be later before I get it back there. But yeah, 5.2, 5-speed. Yeah, it's coming along again now. Thought I'd show the rewired plug before I wrapped it all up. This was an extra wire because this is actually off an automatic. This was an extra wire that went to nothing on the standard, so I just flipped it and shrink wrapped it just in case. Matched every one of the colors. Every one of them are exactly the same. Check the pins on here versus the old plug. Again, the only one that's different is there's a third one down here that is from the automatic, so I don't need it. But all of them are soldered, shrinked, and have dielectrical grease on them before I shrunk them. hour and a half. That's how long that took. 19 wires. That sucked. Got a bit done today. So I found out these don't need to be perfect because apparently he's gonna have the whole truck done. Yes, he's gonna have the whole truck body worked and painted apparently. So knocked them back, hit them with some primer. They can finish them. Fixed all the rot over here. Got this other headlight bucket in. Got all the rot fixed on this side of the headlight bucket and everything. So we're getting there. We got a different radiator and condensers got to go in here. Found that out today. Gonna be using the clutch fan. Yeah, it's mostly been metal work and body work today, so nothing really special to film, but it's starting to come together. Looks like that, I don't remember what it is. Raccoon or whatever it is from Ice Age. But yeah, we're getting there. Phone don't pick it up, but it's super orange out right now. But I basically have everything ready now. I made some power and ground wires, new ones. I have some old amp cable, which is plenty compared to what was on here. I had to make some crazy radiator brackets here to make sure this thing didn't move like crazy. That's actually not the radiator squeaking, it's the fender squeaking because it's just thin sheet metal. The reason it's different is, as you can see, it's actually offset to clear the hood so it don't hit the AC lines. That's mounted. ECM's mounted. Everything up here is basically just about ready to be done. Next step working on is, God, you can see it how orange it is like that, kinda. But next step is going to be getting the steering wheel set where I want it, at the height I want it, and then start doing the fuse box and everything back under here. All that's got to be mounted over here after I put in the e-brake, because you got to have an e-brake cable on these. It is a 5-speed, but it's getting there, and it's Tuesday, so it's moving along. Got the bed in. We put it on there yesterday. It's pretty close. We think there might be maybe an inch gap in between, which will be perfectly fine. Don't want to cut the frame for 1 inch, so it's going good.